What is up, everybody? Solomon here. I wanted to do a quick video today. Found this document yesterday. This was published on the 16th of December 2021 for the Council. This is from the General Secretariat of the Council for the Council of the European Union. This is to the Permanent Representatives Committee. And this entire thing is talking about the time frame that we've all kind of thought about as being important, which is that 2025 time frame. Or what they talk about in here is kind of this pilot regime that allows DLT trading and settlement to occur so that it can be analyzed over basically a 3-year period, and we will see that here in a second. Also, I found a really interesting kind of a call to attention from this dude. I'm just going to call him Navi because I'm not going to pronounce the name correctly. But he's a data protection and data governance consultant. Basically alluding to Ripple and XRP as the Holocaust for the traditional banking system. All right, I want to hop into this really quickly. This isn't going to be a super long video, and I'll share this with you guys as well. It'll be in the description of this video. But time frames are always interesting to me. And it's talking about ensuring that the Union Financial Services legislation is fit for the digital age, principles of technology neutrality, proportionality, level playing field, and same activity, same risk, same rules should apply. Crypto assets falling outside of the scope of EU legislation, and then the differences between kind of where the regulatory clarity stands between a lot of digital assets. But what you get down really into here is that it's talking about regulatory gaps. In order to allow for the development of crypto assets that qualify as financial instruments and of DLT while preserving a high level of financial stability, market integrity, transparency, and investor protection, a pilot regime. They're going to create a pilot regime to test distributed ledger technology and digital assets within market infrastructures. Going down here, a new union status of DLT market infrastructures should be created in order to ensure that the union is able to play a leading role. So the European Union is able to play a leading role regarding tokenized financial instruments. I mean, we get the point here. ESMA is a European Securities and Markets Authority. Let me go down and find where it does talk about kind of this. So now, this regulation, when it's actually applied, within 3 years from the entry into application of this regulation, at the latest, ESMA, which we've seen as the European Securities and Markets Authority, shall present a report to the Commission on A, the functioning of DLT market infrastructures across the Union, the number of DLT market infrastructures, the type of exemptions requested by DLT market infrastructures and the type of exemptions granted, the number and value of DLT financial instruments admitted to trading or recorded on DLT market infrastructure. So they're talking about digital assets. The number of value transactions traded or settled on DLT market infrastructures. The type of distributed ledger technology used and technical issues related to the use of the DLT. So, again, they're talking about interoperability issues between distributed ledger technology market infrastructures and other infrastructures using legacy systems. So this document to me, it shows you, at least from my opinion, that the big players are kind of looking at that same time frame that we've all been looking at, which is that ISO 20022 SWIFT deadline of implementation across the board, which is 2025. And depending on when this actually gets put into place here, it might be. It looks like it's going to be right around that 2025 time frame here, where they've had a flushing out based on the pilot regime to figure out what's actually going to be able to be used, what's interoperating across the board. All right, last but not least, because this was really, really interesting to me, this dude, this Navi guy, I just found this today. I'll just read through this really quickly. There's a lot of just misinformation in here, but you can look at it however you want to look at it. I look at it as very, very bullish for RippleNet and very, very bullish for something like XRP because the implications are gigantic. I just think that this guy's got it skewed to an extent. XRP certainly isn't meant to destroy the legacy financial system, at least from my standpoint. Now, a lot of things a lot of things move towards decentralization and DeFi, and utility networks like the XRPL are going to swallow a lot of things. But as far as the traditional banking sector, we know that the governments across the board are going to be implementing CBDCs, and that need for a neutral bridge asset is going to exist. And that's, at least from that one use case, that's how I see XRP functioning. Maybe not in high value or highly liquid and high value corridors at inception, like between two central banks that have corresponding relationships, or two countries that have a good relationship with each other, but certainly in exotic corridors. All right, anyways, let me get into this. Dear friends, I have been highlighting the ill effects of Bitcoins and private cryptocurrencies through these columns and urging the government to use the crypto bill to ban all private cryptocurrencies. However, cryptocurrencies are the currency of the corrupt, and corruption is all over our country, and hence this is India. Voices of people like us get drowned amidst the power of voices financed by corruption. Cryptocurrencies have corrupted our bureaucracy, politicians, businessmen, and even the judiciary. Hence, it is difficult to expect that a rational decision would be taken by the government on the cryptocurrency bill. As a result, the government is prevented from even presenting the cryptocurrency bill in the parliament. Now I am seeing an even greater danger, which I can call Holocaust in the financial systems. This is the emergence of Ripple and the cryptocurrency XRP. While smaller cryptocurrency exchanges are trying to make our banks like State Bank of India or ICC Bank or HDFC Bank redundant and leading to their eventual closure, Ripple has set its sights on destroying the Reserve Bank of India and all other central banks across the globe. Ripple has set up a network of institutions which can send and receive money outside the network of SWIFT. Well, RippleNet, as we do know, if you're aware, it can also utilize, it interoperates with SWIFT, at least like from an X-current standpoint. The messaging standards are, you can use the same messaging standards across the board. You could choose to use either Ripple or SWIFT. Receive money outside of the network of SWIFT, which means outside the regulation of the central banks. Since XRP is convertible to any private currency or cryptocurrency, Ripple is already capable of providing a global exchange and settlement. This guy calls it for digital black money. Once this settles down, the Reserve Bank of India would be redundant. FEMA would not work, and the global financial system would accelerate to its death. My views are based on being an ex-banker, and I want qualified economists and bankers of the day to take a serious look at the impact that may be caused by the Ripple system and how we can protect this catastrophe. This is important. This is as important as preventing global warming, which can cause a watery grave for the earth. So number one, it just shows that a lot of these high-level bankers or ex-bankers are certainly looking into the implications of what's going to be happening with digital currency and digital assets. Number two, though, we've seen time and time again that Ripple is trying to provide additional value to not only the crypto industry, not only to the DeFi industry, but to the traditional sector as well, eliminating inefficiencies and moving value much quicker and much more in sync with the technology that currently does exist to enable to move value fast and frictionless. So this guy's a little bit out there, but I did find this interesting, and I'll share both this and the Council of the European Union document today. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will touch base with you tomorrow if there is news to present. All right, later.